So we want to do the whole mock test, the whole reading section together, all 3 passages. But not during the lesson, of course. This will be at home. You'll do it on your own, and you'll do it under time control, and you need to print out. I'd strongly advise to print it out, because the real test is on paper. This is the one we have here in Bibla. So there is no point doing it as a PDF. So you can just print out the reading module, for example, from test 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. Just print it out, print out the answer sheet, and then use your timer, your alarm clock, or whatever you want to use. 1 hour, 60 minutes exactly, and you start. And you see how much of it you can do. And then, of course, you have the answers. This should be an essential part, I think, starting from probably from the next lesson, maybe the one after it, because after these 2 lessons, I think we should have been, I think we should have covered most of the questions, because today, let me share the book. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, this is writing. So this way, you should be familiar with most of these questions, because the multiple choice question we did, there are many questions which follow the same formula, the choosing sort of questions. The headings is one of them. Multiple choice is also one of the choosing kind of questions. We also have here labeling. No, labeling is different. Flow chart is also different. Locating information, classification, matching, and no, these are all complete types. So
which ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just going to ask, which ones are the most popular that like would be frequently the ones that would be in the exam? Like
all of them are in the exam.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's all of them. Maybe the labeling, is more common with I think with listening, but it's also part of reading. There's at least one, usually there's at least one labeling, not all the time. Maybe labeling not so common, but the rest, they're all there. They're not so different, by the way. I know this list looks long, but they're not too different in reality, because like I said, if we want to divide this whole list, if you want to divide it into 2 rough groups, we can easily do so. You have the complete family and you have the choosing family. The complete family is you need to write the word itself. You're looking for a word. This word could be from the text, or it could be from a box they give you with the question. But they're essentially a complete question where you have to write the word. Okay? So from this complete family, we have sentence completion, note completion, summary completion, maybe labeling and diagram, maybe. Table, flow chart completion. They're just complete questions, variations of the complete questions, basically. Then we have the true false. Like we noticed yesterday with the true false, it shares similarities with the multiple choice question. With the multiple choice question is when they give you 3 or they give you 4 options. In the 4 options or in the 3 options they give you, 2 or 3 of them are false not given. If we want to see it with a true false not given lens, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's not different. It's the same thing. It's a scanning question, and you're looking and you're comparing the information, the statement you have in the question, you're comparing it with the statement in the text. If it matches this, then you need to choose that option. So it's A or it's B or it's C. If it doesn't, then you don't need to choose it. The problem with the true false not given, you need to choose all of them. You need to find out which is there. You need to find out which is not given, not mentioned, and you need to find out which one is false. So that's the only difficulty, I think. Then we saw the headings question. The headings question is basically you're looking for the true statement. So again, it's not, like I said, the choosing family.
They're similar to each other, yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have the same concept. They have the same idea.
That's it. That's it. So if we want to make a little marking here, just to sort of, so the blue, this is from the choosing family. All of these are choosing. You need to choose stuff. The other ones are completion. You need to complete stuff. If we're speaking roughly, right? So maybe today, instead of doing just one task, maybe you can do a little bit of a mix. Since we haven't started with any of the complete questions, let's leave them for now. And let me show you some variations of the choosing questions. So let me take you to some of the choosing questions, and then we can do maybe one each. So this way you're familiar with all of them, and then you can work on them more at home. I think that should be the goal. So here, this is true, false, not given. And this was also true, false, not given. And this is writing. All right, so now in this article, now this is a matching, exercise, okay? Now take a look at this. I'll give you a minute or so just to get familiar with this. I'm going to take a minute just.
Number 3.
Yeah. Just take a look at the question and see what it's about. Or I have a better idea. Let me take you to the matching folder itself, because for each question it has usually a folder, because the folder has more. Here it is. Now I'm going to leave you with this for a minute. I'm just going to go out for a second and come back, but I'll leave you this to check, so you can familiarize yourself with. Is it okay if I zoom out too much like this? You can still zoom in, right?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. And you can see that. Okay.
The last sentence is H transportation. Okay. Yes.
All right. You can see it clearly, right?
Yes.
All right. So you can see this is the same for listening. It's not that different, the advice they give for listening and reading, because you're doing the same exercise basically. Okay, so I'm just going to take a minute. I'll be back, so you can just read, and I'll be back, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what can you tell me about this question?
So, like, I have to go through the passage first, right?
Yeah,
Skimming.
but
And then there's there's a box, and I have to look at the option in the box at the beginning and then match it with which passage it goes.
Basically, yes. It's a bit like the headings questions in many ways. I'll show you an example. Let's do the short one we saw earlier, and then we'll go back to this longer one. I just wanted to take you to the test folder because to get used to at least read the intro here. So now here this article, it's divided into A, B, C, D, D. So we have 4 paragraphs, okay? Then you have 7 statements or 7 sentences. So you have more sentences than paragraphs. This means that
not all of them goes with the passage.
no, this actually means that some paragraphs have more than 1 sentence. So maybe this piece of information, an unusual building was designed to house this attraction. So this is maybe from paragraph B, and then a performance is given here once a year. This is also from paragraph B. You get the idea? So sometimes there's more than one piece of information from the same paragraph because your job...
So you can choose B for both too, and for example, yeah. Like...
Exactly, yes, because your job is to label where this statement came from which paragraph did this statement come from. Do you get the idea? So in some way, it's you can already see it's similar to the heading question in this aspect. You need to look for a sentence or a statement, and you need to find where is this, from where, which paragraph is this. So it's a classical scanning question. All right, is it clear?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so this is it. So let's do 1 or 2 of these, and then I'll show you the rest of the cousins of the matching question, the rest of the cousins. All right, so let me take you to the article. Again, this is, of course, a really short article. It's nothing like the real thing, but the question is the same. I'm going to zoom out, but I don't know if you can read it, the whole thing zoomed out.
Wait.
Okay, I have a better idea.
The last sentence is contact deep sea world. Okay.
Yeah,
so I can. Oh no.
Okay.
No, I can't see it then. Not all of it.
I have a better idea. Let me try to see if we can put the 2 pages next to each other, because we might be lucky this time. Damn it, we're never lucky. They're never next to each other. Okay, so never mind this. Okay, so we'll just have to do our classical thing, to screenshot and take the questions and put them next to the text, this to make your job a lot easier. Okay, let's zoom in a little more. 60 is maybe too much. Okay, so I think we can push it a little more. Maybe 63, 64. Okay, this is as good as it gets, I think. But it's legible, right? You can read the whole thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we've resolved this now. So it's at 63. Now let me just screenshot the questions so we can put them next to the text, and then we can go ahead with the questions. So it might go dark for a few seconds while I'm just doing the picture thing. Have you talked to Rima?
It was by message actually. She sent me a message and she said that you sent her the mock test as well, and she said that it didn't want to open the link. So I forwarded the same thing to her again, and I said, like, check it if it opens, otherwise, like, we can have to say bye-bye. So she didn't reply to my messages. I don't know.
I think because she's married with kids, that makes studying really hard. Because in the past few lessons, her kids were nearby, and I think it's just maybe you could talk to her about this, because this is definitely a big no-no when practicing for IELTS. Because with complete attention, 100% of yourself, applying yourself to the task, and there's still a chance that you'll make mistakes. So imagine if you're not completely applied, you're not completely focused. There's no way you can get good practice, especially with stuff like this, because it's a little detailed. So so if someone could help her, that would be, of course, an ideal situation. All right, so let me now open the question. I think now we need to change the screen share so you can see both of them at the same time. All right. 63 is what? Right. Okay. 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 All right. So I think this is good enough. So you can see the text and you can see the questions. Maybe if we do it the other way around, if I pull the text on the left side and the questions on the right, I think this might be a little easier on the eyes. All right, so here it is. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got both. Okay, so just I don't know. Do you want to skim? I think maybe it's worth it skimming in this kind of question. I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to you. All I know is I have 7 questions, and this is about 9 minutes, 8, especially with the text this short. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you 8 minutes, okay?
Okay.
So your 8 minutes will start. Let it get to the 45th second, and then we can stop. Okay, go ahead. All right, have you finished? Okay.
Okay, I finished.
Okay, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What do you think of this question?
So as my first attempt, it was okay.
Yeah,
It's like it's kind of like the headings question.
yeah, it's not too different. And when you do a longer text than the next one we're going to do now, you can see that it's not too different. Okay, let me go to the answers. Let's see your answers first. Let's write the answers in the chat box, much easier. So we can.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll write them.
Okay, so for number one, just tell me the letters and I'll write all of them. So what do you have?
Number one, C.
Okay.
Number two, A.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, D.
Mm-hmm.
Number four, I'm not sure about it, so I'll left it the last, B. I think
B.
it's wrong. B. B. Mm-hmm. 5A. 6D. And 7B.
B.
B. Ball. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now let's check. Let's compare these to the actual answer and let's see.
I'm sure I have wrong, probably.
Okay, we'll see about that. Okay, so let's leave this. Let's remove that. No, you just want to clear on drawings. Let's take this. So this is in unit 3, is it? Unit 3, it's unit 3. Unit 3, matching question. Let's pull this away a bit. And here we go. What's this? Yes, here it is. Here we are. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little. Okay.
Oh, I can see wrong. Okay, I can see my mistake there.
You know, if I tell you something, you'd be quite surprised. Everybody gets number 2 wrong.
Why?
You know why? Because number 2 has a block word, a key word that people don't, most candidates don't spot. It's a bit of a trick. This word, striking. Striking. Striking is the word, because if you go to the question, if you notice what the question says in number 2, it says here, an unusual building. Unusual, striking is a synonym of unusual. Striking, it means it's something unusual, something which is atypical for a building. So this is probably the reason. Is my camera frozen? I think it's frozen.
Yes, now I just, yeah, you're frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen. Okay, so let's just switch it off and adjust it on the phone. Okay, now it should go back. But at least you got 6 out of 7, which is pretty good, I think, right?
Did I? Was the rest right? Okay.
The rest are correct, I think.
Oh, wait.
Okay, let me check. Am I using the right internet? Okay, all right, so 124. Yeah, I think apart from number 2, as far as I remember, let's check just to be sure. Let's compare it to this. Yeah.
4 wrong. 4 is wrong as
It's
well.
also wrong.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, so I didn't see that one.
Oh.
So you have 2. Okay.
Yeah.
What's wrong with 4? Why did you choose? Why did you choose B instead of C? Let's see the question. What did the question say in number 4? The question said.
It was in continuous. Yeah.
Yeah, in continuous use, yes. This attraction is used in the same way as it was over 100 years ago. So there hasn't been any change in the way this attraction is used. So this was about the bridge, I think, part, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I missed the word. Continuous use. Yeah. I think I wasn't concentrating.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Has been in continuous use ever since, in the last sentence. All right. So at least now you're familiar with this question. Let's do the slightly longer one, and then we can jump to other questions. So let's go to the longer one. This is another one matching. Here it is. Okay. So here we are. Okay, let's zoom in a little more. Okay, luckily this one is all in one place. All right, so now the whole thing is together. Okay, you can see it all, right?
Yes.
Again, this one, you can see that it already tells you straight away that this is too short for the real thing. This is more similar to the general training reading instead of the academic because of its length. Because in the general training, they have 2 passages which are long, like the academic, but the third one is sort of divided into parts. Of course, in the academic, we don't have this. We just have 3 long ones. It doesn't matter, but because the question type or the task itself, the task is the same. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we have 9. Okay. And we have one A, B, C, E. We have 5 paragraphs. We have 9 questions. So naturally, you'll have a few repetitions. So some information comes from different articles, different paragraphs. Now, how long should you spend on this one?
I hope 10 minutes or less.
Okay.
I'll try. I'll try my best. Okay.
I'll give you 11, okay? Let's say 11.
Okay.
But if you finish before 11 minutes are over, that will be really good. So we're at 44, so you should finish in 55, right?
Okay.
Yeah, 55 is about it. But if you finish in 54, that would be excellent. Okay, so you can start now.
I think I'm finished.
Okay, that's good. So you managed to finish it well ahead of time, I think, almost 2 minutes ahead of time. What do you think? Easier, harder than the one you just did?
Oh, it's the same level. I don't know. I think it's easy. It's not like advanced or hard, to be honest. It's
Yes, I agree. Yes, it's not a hard task at all.
Intermediate.
Yeah. Okay, so let's check the answers. So this is the matching test folder. So first of all, let's see your answers. Let's write them in the chat box. So go ahead.
Okay, I'll write them.
You write them while I get them ready. Okay. There's one left.
Okay.
9. No, these are 9, right?
Yep, 9.
Okay, so let's see. Are you ready?
7, 8, 9. Yep. Fingers crossed.
So the first one is right.
Yay. Oh my God. Second one is not.
Did you see it?
Well, there's number 2 again.
So it's like a peeping Tom. Okay, so number 2 is not right. Number 3 is not right.
Number 3 is right. D.
Is right.
D.
Sorry. Number 3 is right. Is right. You just got used to saying not right.
A.
Number 4. Let's see. What do you think?
Yay! Just one wrong. Okay. That was good, but number 2.
4 is right too. No, it's not. It is. It is. 4 is correct.
It is. Yes.
4 is correct. Good, good. 5 is correct. 6 also correct.
7B.
B correct.
9E.
D correct. E correct. Nice. So you've got one. You've got one wrong, right?
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Good news.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see this is not, like you said, it's not a hard question at all. But at least now you know how this matching question works. Okay. All right. So now let's do other stuff. Now if you see it in your mock test book, do them. If you find these matching questions, go ahead and
I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start with the workbook first. It will warm you up, and you'll be a little more prepared for the real thing in the mock test. Okay, so now since we've done, I think that's enough with the matching question. I think you've got the idea. Let's do another one. Let's find another one of these. I think the next one is a labeling question. We might bump into a labeling question. Let's go back to the start of the book so we don't run the risk of missing any of them. So we did true or false not given. We also did the matching just now in this one. Then we have a labeling question here. No, this is not a list. We did the testing folder. All right, so here we have another reading article. No, this is a grammar lesson. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This was true, false, not given. The one about Maui. This question. Do you see? This is the one we forgot about this actually. Do you see? This is another multiple choice question. The one I told you is about with two answers. And do you see? They say question 7, so it's a 1 point question. But you need to look for two things. If one of them is incorrect, you lose that point. So in order to get that point, you need 2 correct. Yeah. So if you think you're going to risk wasting time in a question like this, it's not worth it, because you need 2 points, and you're really doing 2 questions in just for 1 point. You get the idea?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can skip this if you're really under pressure in the real test. Okay. So okay, here it is. I think this is a complete from the complete family. We don't need these just yet, at least not today. Okay. So this is it's a bit of a headings question, I think. Choose the best headings from heading in the box. Choose one that fits the paragraph. I think this is a headings question. Would you like to do it, or I think you're already familiar with the heading question? No need.
Yeah, I think we should do a new kind.
Yeah, a new kind, because this one. But what's different here is what's different than the classical heading question you did last time is this sentence. You need to complete this sentence as part of the paragraph itself, if you get what I mean.
Oh.
But otherwise, in all other aspects, it's the same. It's the same as the heading question. And plus, I think they haven't given you more than you need. You need 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they have. You've got 2 that you don't need. But otherwise, it's a heading question. So we can skip this. This is the heading one we did. There was another heading one. I forgot to tell you about this. Do this as homework if you want to work more on the headings. And this one is a little harder because they only want one sentence that summarizes the whole thing.
Which page is that?
This is in page 51.
Okay.
So if you're feeling like a challenge, 51 is a good start. Okay. No more than 2. This is also another complete from the complete family. We can leave this. This is listening. Okay, so here I think we also have another. It's a complete question from the complete family. Can leave it for now. No, this is also complete. It's a test folder in the complete question. This is grammar. This is writing. We did this. This was an MCQ question, if you remember, last time.
Yep.
Multiple choice. We also did this, the one about cows. All right. Here we are. So this is, I think this is the labeling. Is it a labeling question? I think this is called the labeling question. It's a nice article, by the way. Yeah, it's called a matching question. But here, this time, this is a very sort of comprehensive matching question, because you need to find, it says match each period, if I explain the question to you here, because in the article you have 5 different historical periods. Okay, so these are ancient Greece, 19th, 20th century, prehistoric times, ancient China, and the Americas. And basically, you're going to do the same thing you did with the other matching questions. But we want to do something other than matching, right?
Yes, if possible.
Yeah, this is a matching question, so there's nothing new here. But you're not
Okay.
this time you're not matching paragraphs.
Oh.
You're going to match these. But this means you need to know where each part, where's the part that talked about. I think this is worth doing, to be honest, because it's a bit different. It's a little
Yes,
hard.
it seems like difficult.
Yeah, it's a harder variation of the matching question because you're not matching the letters of the paragraphs. So, okay, let's check something else and let's leave this for now as backup, okay? So just write page 80, 81 in your, if you have a notebook, so maybe you can work it, you can do it at home because it is a matching question. It's a little harder. It's a harder variation of the matching question. So let's skip it, okay? Because I think you know how it works now. So so again, let me explain very, very briefly again. So you need to skim, or you need to, when you answer this question, let's say people invented sports that would create a sense of community. So where does it say this in the text? You need to find this. And which historical period is this? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? You get the idea?
Yes.
As long as it's clear, we can skip it. Is it clear?
Yeah, so like I have to match 1, 2, 3, and 4 with the passages, and also A, B, C, D with the passages. If I thought.
Yes, but there's nothing to match, no letters, no numbers in the passage itself.
Ah.
There's nothing in the passage to match. The information is in the passage, so you will only use the passage to find the information. Because you need to know which, because here you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 paragraphs, right? So you need to know which 5 of these, which one is ancient Greece, which one is prehistoric, which one is 19th or 20th century, which one is the Americas. And then when you see these statements, you need to decide where this is from. Is this from China? Is this from ancient Greece? Is this from the Americas? Where is it from? Do you get the idea?
I think I got the idea.
Okay, so I'll leave it as homework for you. But if you run into problems, just text me, and I'll tell you a little more about it. Okay.
Okay.
So let's find another one. I think the next one is a labeling question. We did this. Aha. All right. So this is which paragraph? This is a labeling question. It says here the reading passages. The reading passage has 7 paragraphs, A to G. It's the same. So add this to your homework.
Okay. Page
87. It's the same. This one is the classic matching. Just write the letter above the paragraph. This one is straightforward. Okay?
Okay.
All right. We can move on. Now we have a new one. This is locating information. Okay? So before I let you read the little summary here, let me show you how the question looks like. So with labeling question, this is basically almost the same as a matching question. I don't know why they call it labeling, but it's basically the same thing. They just changed the name. So you're just labeling which statement from the sentences, or let's call them headings if you want. So here we have the heading box. Do you see them? Do you see the headings? These statements 1, 2, 3, 8.
8.
And
yeah, 8.
Yeah, and you need to see which one goes where. Basically, that's it. Okay, shall we do one of these? Because this one is long, it's nice, and this is 500 words, so it's closer to the mock test, and it's the nature of the text is also a little more academic. It might be worth doing. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can strike gold this time if we're lucky, and the 2 pages appear next to each other. God damn it. See, it's the same every time. This should be on the left and the other one should be on the right, but this never happens. Do you see? it would have solved that. It would have saved us so much time. Never mind. Okay, so this means we need to screenshot the question section, or the second half of it. This one. So let me zoom in a little, and then screenshot it. Okay. It's like it knows that it's a convenience, an inconvenience, and it does it on purpose. Do you know the joke that says printers work, and printers always work unless you want to print out something?
No. No, I don't know that.
Have you ever had a bad experience with printers?
Printers. No, not really.
Yeah, printers are like this. They smell fear. They know you need to print out something. They know it's urgent. They decide to stop working. Usually it's like this. Okay, so we've got this ready. Okay. So let's change the view again back to normal. Let's zoom out. Let's go down. Now go up. All right, so here is the text. Now I'm going to zoom out again. I don't think that it's worth spending any more time reading the advice, because I think it's yeah, you've got it, right?
I've got the idea, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe I can zoom in. Is it okay like this? I can zoom in a little more if you want.
No, it's okay. I can zoom with my.
Is it clear? With the
yes.
zoom?
Yes.
Right. So I'm going to put this on the left side, so I can open this here. Okay, and I can move these. I can put them on the other side. Okay, move. All right, so so you can see you have 8 questions. This means you will need, let's say 10 minutes. And because this is a little longer than the ones you've done before, is a word missing here?
Word?
Make your plans tougher. No, it's okay. No, sorry. Okay, so 10 minutes is about fair, I think. Okay?
Okay.
So you can start now. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt, but number 2 is already answered. So I'm just going.
Yes,
I
saw that.
Yeah, so don't waste any time looking
yeah.
for it. Almost 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm done. Oh, that was difficult. I mean, like, kind of advanced than the previous one.
Yes, because the other two were both from general training sort of material, not from academic. This one is academic. This one is closer to the one you'll be doing. Okay, so let's write down your answers first, and then we can compare them to the model answers. So go ahead. Okay. The question mark after number 5. You can't do that in your real exam, of course. Okay, so
Okay,
let's.
I'm done.
Let's see. All right, so now this is, which unit is this? Let's just check. This is test folder 7. Let's go to test folder 7 and see. Let's put this on this side. So test folder 7. Here we come. First is fine. Test folder 3. Need to move a little more. Okay, this is test folder 5, a little more. Test folder 6, we're almost there. Here we are. Okay. The moment of truth. Do you see the answers on the left? So number 1 is E. So the first one, yeah. Okay, so number 3 is correct. D, incorrect. 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 Correct. So 3 correct. Is it just 3? 3. 4. 4 points. 4 out of 8, right?
4 out of 7. So like you don't need to count number 2.
Yeah, 4 out of 7. Okay, fair enough. 4 out of 7. Not bad, I think, right? Yeah.
For your first attempt. Okay.
Yeah, but you see, it's not much different from the matching one you did. It's almost the same, right? It's just labeling. They've changed its name. but it's almost basically the same. There isn't any change, to be honest. There's another one of these, but since you're familiar with this, we can skip it. But please write it down as homework. There's another one just below it, right on the same page, which is page 91. Page 91. The article below it. Do you see this? This one.
Okay.
It's actually a little harder, this one, by the way, than the one you just did. So it will be a nice challenge as well. So you've got lots of homework today.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you study more at night or during the day?
Oh, well, it depends. Sometimes maybe I'm a night person. If I do wake up early, I do study though.
Well, you need to sort of do your best these few days, because you need to really augment your lessons with work at home. Otherwise, it's
I will, inshallah.
Otherwise, you're just helping me financially. Otherwise, not that I mind it, but we also want results too. So
yeah.
All right. So let's see something else, which is also from the same family, from the choosing questions. I think there's one called locating information, which is almost the same, not different from the ones you've been doing. Yeah, here it is. No, this is complete. And this is a multiple choice question. So we're not going to do any of these because they're not what we want. This is a complete question, a variation of the complete question. But here, this is a synonym complete question. You see, the words in the box here are not in the text. But you're going to answer them depending on your comprehension of the text. Do you get the idea?
I think so.
Yeah.
You mean the words are not in the paragraph itself? I have to find something like synonym to the words in the box.
Yes. Even the question itself, even the text of the question, it's also a synonym. It's not in the text. The whole thing is a synonym. It's a synonym. It's a synonym show. So you need to know where this text is from. Where is it relevant to? Which part is this from? And then you can answer this without looking back. This is how it works. There is another variation of the summary question where the words are from the text itself.
That would be easier.
Exactly. So this is like a step harder. This is another complete question because you need to write the words. What does the writer say? Yeah. No, this is a multiple choice question. 1 point. You need to choose 1 point because it's a 1 point question. You see, 9, just 1 point. Here, this is a 3 point. This is a 3 point multiple choice question. You see this variation. Now, this variation of multiple choice is worth taking because each point is separate. It's not 1 point. So if you make a mistake in one of them, you'll just lose that mark. You'll get the other 2.
I like that type of question.
Yeah, it's I think fair. Anyways, they're not relevant to us now. Now let's look. Yeah, here it is. Classification. All right, now the one I told you, the one about that I gave you as homework. That's a classification question. The one where we had the article and then you had ancient Greece, China, blah blah. The one I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah. Yes.
This is one of these. It's a classification question. And just like you saw with the previous one, again, it's not that different from what we've been doing today. Maybe a step harder than the regular matching with the paragraph letters. This is a little harder, but it's the same. Okay, so let me show you what you need to do. So basically in this question, what you have is 3 classifications in this question. So they've divided this whole article into 3 periods. All right, the pre-industrial, the industrial, and both. So when you see these statements, you have 9 statements or 9 sentences, right? So you need to decide, does this apply to the industrial period, the pre-industrial, or both? And of course, this relies on your comprehension of the text. You get how it works. So
Yes.
this means if we want to go with the skimming part, so what you need to do is go here. People carried out work for a company in their own home. Scan for this. Where is it? And then you need to decide this relevant paragraph or the paragraph where this statement is. What kind of period is it? Pre-industrial, industrial, post-industrial, or both? You get the idea?
Yes.
All right, so let's enlarge this. I don't know how much we can zoom out. Okay, let's see. Because the text is small as it is. All right. 9. I think we can just. All right. Can you read this, or is it too small?
No, I can read it. It's okay.
All right, all right. So we have 9 points, 9 questions. This should take you anywhere from 10, 11 minutes maybe. Keep in mind the text is not a full-length text either. This is maybe 400, 500. Does it say? No, it doesn't say. But it clearly is a little shorter than the real thing. Okay, so let me just adjust it. All right, so now everything is in front of you. Your 10 minutes start now. So you should be done by 41, okay?
Finished. Okay.
Okay. I have the
It wasn't
feeling that.
I thought it was going to be more difficult, but
All right.
especially it's a little bit confusing though.
Yeah, this style of paying attention to which I think in these kind of questions, maybe skimming might be worth it. A quick skim might help a lot.
I did actually. I skimmed the whole paragraph before.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though many people can't skim well, I always advise candidates to skim. You need to learn how to skim. The benefits you'll get are clear, I think, if you can do it in a short time. And skimming doesn't have to be even focused. You can just very quickly. But it does help. All right, so now let's check your answers. This is test folder 9, I think. 8, test folder 8. Okay, so let's jump to test folder 8 and let's see what you have. Test folder 8. Excuse me. Okay, here it is. Test folder 8. This was the listening. Here we have the answers. I think we'll zoom out a little. All right, so.
You know, number 1, I did it at the beginning, and then I just. Oh, anyway, 2 wrong.
Just 2?
Mm-hmm.
A, B, C, A, B, A. Yeah, just 2. The first 2. That's not bad, actually. That's quite good. And your time management was quite good too. You managed to finish it in about 11 minutes, which is not bad. For 9 questions, 11 minutes, it's good. So this is good. Today is sort of full of good news, I guess.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, no, things are going well. As long as, like I said, as long as you keep the hours, if you do 2 hours in the lesson, do at least 4 during the day. I know it sounds extreme. It's a bit extreme, it is, I admit, but
I'll divide them. I can't do straight 4 hours directly, so I'll probably divide them.
yeah, you can divide them. Have one and do a group of them, and have a break, have a nap, watch something, have lunch, and then come back. Okay, so this is the classification question, and you can see it's not that different from the matching, from where we started at the beginning of the lesson. I think we can squeeze another one. We have 15 minutes. Let's see. I think we can squeeze another one in. Let's see. We have another variation of this question. This is another variation. No, it's not another variation. It's the same. This is also a classification question. So put it in your homework list, page 105. This is almost exactly the same as the one you just did now. It's the same. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we don't have to do this since it's the same. Let's see if we have another one, which is different. But this is from the complete family. Do you see this one, question 6 to 8, under the true false not given? This is a complete question, but you complete it with, so you can start, and the cool part or the tricky part is grammatically all of them work. So I can say our internal body clock can be altered over time. Our internal body clock is alert on waking. Our internal body clock experiences high body temperatures. Do you see what I mean? So if you're depending on grammatical sense, all of them grammatically can work. So you really need to know what you're doing. It's a variation of the complete question, not today, another time. Let's see what we have here. What's this? Aha, another one. Here we are. Okay, there's one. I think this is the locating question. Is it the locating question? Ah, no, this is just practice for writing. Just some. It's a working task. Writing task, I mean. We have labeling a diagram. You see this? You see the diagram? But this is a complete question. It's from the complete family, not our business. All right. Complete. So we also have another complete. This is the flowchart question. It's also from the complete family. I think we don't have any of those left. Labeling, this is labeling. Labeling is sort of a complete question. But since we don't have a lot of time and this is short, I think I might advise on doing this. This is a little too long. I don't think you can finish it in time. This is a labeling. Do this as homework too, because it's the same. It's a paragraph, letter, and where is this in the paragraphs?
Which page is that?
This is page 131, 131. Okay, I think this way we've covered pretty much all the choosing exercises. I think we have all the MCQ matching classification type questions. We've covered them. We've only got the complete style questions left.
Okay.
Yeah, and since we've also run out of time, I think we can start with a short complete question, the labeling question. You see this?
Yes.
Yeah. So here we have 5 labels. So let me just go down a little. Okay. So here what you need to do is you need to find the parts of this diagram from the text. Okay? And you should just write them. Keep in mind, this is the rule you need to stick to. No more than 2 words.
No more than 2 words.
Yeah, 2 is the maximum, the absolute maximum. If you write 3 words, even if they include the 2 right words they want, you'll get 0 marks. Okay?
Okay, so the words have to be from the passage, right?
Yes, yes. This time they have to be from the passage. And the diagram here on the right side, it might help you when you match the meaning of the passage with here, it might help. Is it clear? Do you get the idea?
Yeah, I got the idea.
All right, so you have 5 minutes. Let's say we give you 7 minutes, since it's maybe a little new. So I'm going to give you 7 minutes, okay? Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so your 7 minutes start. They start now. Let me mute this.
Okay, I'm finished. I'm finished.
Okay, what do you think of this question?
I think it's not difficult. Well, just have to see the figure, and it's not that difficult thing. It's
Yeah.
just one thing though. Does it have to be 2 words, or it says like even if it's 1 word, is that okay?
No, that's fine. They usually give you the upper limit. That's all. All right, so let's see it. This is test folder 10. Okay, did you type in your answers?
No, I'll type.
You
Okay,
don't,
I'll type.
you don't have to. You can just say them orally if you have them on paper already. Do you have them on paper?
Yeah, I have them on the paper.
Okay, so you can just spell them out, say them when we get there. So test folder 10. Here we come.
I'll type them.
All right, so test folder.
I'm typing them.
You're writing them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so here we are. Let's see your answers. Okay, and the last one. Fire main, let's see. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so all of them are correct. That's good news.
Yeah, feeling good today. It's my lucky day, I guess.
Yeah, me too. I think we've maybe the work we've done in the few past lessons has been sort of accumulating. Maybe we're having an accumulative effect with the work you've been doing at home. Maybe, I don't know. But I think we've had a productive 2 hours today. We've basically finished all the variations of the choosing questions. So this means if you want to really hammer this down, go to your workbook and finish any kind of choosing question. Headings, true, false, matching, multiple choice, classification, any kind of question which has a choosing variation, just do it. And this means we've only got our complete family. I think we can cover it in the next lesson if we can. This way we'll be done with the reading, and all you need to do is just practice at home, and we need to assign you a full reading module. And this way maybe we can start with the writing, but you'll have to, of course, do your listening at home, I think, because I'll send you the tracks, or maybe I'll upload them on my Google Drive, and I'll just send you the link, and you can work on the listening part. So I think that's it for today. We've covered almost all of the parts. I'll send the recording of this to Dr. Rima, and then you can have a chat with her, and we'll see how it goes. You can just tell her, give her an update about of what we covered, maybe tips, maybe give her the homework pages.
Okay.
If she needs to work on something. That's all. I think I have nothing else to say. If you have questions, feel free before we call it a night.
No questions for today. I'm feeling absolutely happy.
All right.
Satisfied with the.
Keep
the. I think the practice pays off at the end.
Yes, it's a practice thing. It's a very skill-oriented test. The more think of it as working out. You're just working those muscles, your sort of muscle memory, I think, something like this. All right, so that's all for tonight, and thank you for your time, and good night. I'll see you next lesson. Okay. Hello, you there?
Yeah.
All right, so good night.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Ciao,
Thank
ciao.
you.
Good night. You're welcome.
Inshallah. Bye.
Bye.